Wow, for the little people and the workers and stuff, why is Biden and Harris having um, fundraisers with $100,000 tickets? Only something that really, really rich people can go to. And he's talking to these rich people about healthcare and stuff. Like, what, you want to provide the rich people with good healthcare and what, ignore the poor people?
Vice President Harris are wrapping up their visit to Raleigh today. A fundraiser ended in the last 30 minutes. Again, this is a live look at that bridge, the Patapsco River. Surreal to see, having grown up in Maryland and driven that bridge dozens of times. Laura Leslie joining us now live. And Laura, it's unusual to see both the president and the vice president in the same visit here to Raleigh.
President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris shared a stage here. That's a pretty unusual event here at Chavis to about 300 or so of their favorite supporters. They tailored that message, though, very carefully to the voters they most need to turn out in November.
Well, the people that you need to turn out to vote for you aren't people that can afford $100,000 tickets to a fundraiser.
Before a small invitation-only crowd here at Chavis Community Center, President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris touted their administration's efforts to make health care more accessible and affordable.
Access to health care should be a right and not just a privilege. No matter who you are, where you live.
Right, and you're saying this to a bunch of rich people who don't care if other poor people have health care or not. So, what is this even for, besides Biden and Harris preaching to rich people and pretending to be about the little people?
Or how much you earn.
Our recent WRAL News poll found that health care is a top issue for North Carolina voters this year. Among black voters, health care is the top-ranked issue, with nearly half rating it 10 out of 10 in importance. It's tied with the economy for top issue among women voters and young voters, like UNC student Josahandi Avila.
Health care is very, very...
Yeah, people want more affordable health care. They don't want to have to be $100,000 in debt because they want medical treatment.
important, especially with the rises of many, many diseases. So I think it's really important for us to hear straight from the source on what's being done, what plans for the future, and then how the next 4 years could go.
Meredith College political science professor David McLennan says focusing on health care is a strategic choice for Biden.
If you look at the constituencies he's going to need to win North Carolina, he needs women, he needs people of color, he needs young voters.
And having Vice President...
If you still vote for Biden, though, it means you support genocide, because Biden supports genocide in the Israeli government. He may have recently started pretending to be against the Israeli government, yet he's still giving the Israeli government more money and not really doing anything about them murdering people in Gaza or stealing land in the West Bank. If this was any other nations, the United States would be immediately slapping sanctions on that government.
President Kamala Harris by his side, a rare occurrence on the campaign trail, could make it easier to get through to voters like Esterine Davis.
I think that's really awesome. As a black female, it's nice to be in the same room with our first black female vice president.
President Biden.
Kamala Harris built her career on jailing black people and not even care if the charges were real or not. People wanting to move into the United States or seek asylum, especially brown people, not to come into the United States, but has open arms for white people needing asylum in the United States. She doesn't care about black people, nor does Biden.